The Master Tavern Keeper's History of the Old World.
Come in. My young neophytes, before we begin, I ask that you heed the words of my old tutor. You are the seeds of the future, but without the nourishment of the past, you will wither. And with that, I welcome each of you to our first history study group. With the destruction of the Engineering Guild's lodge and the valiant deaths of your teachers by the thrice-be-cursed Skaven, Guildmaster Alric Winkledras has requested the help of myself and other community leaders in tutoring you, the surviving young apprentices of the guild. Senior Apprentice Steiner will be escorting you to each of your new tutors, and your lessons will likely be much shorter than you are used to, although I dare say more succinct and less rambling. For gone are the long meandering days of study at the guild. This short, sharp, engaged, disengaged style will be your new paradigm for study until further notice. Alas that it is so, but it is a necessity under the circumstances we find ourselves in. Our fair city is still in the grip of civil war, whilst at the same time we fight against the occupying ratmen. Thus, the onus is now on you to imbibe as much learning as we can impart. But do not do so by rote. Nay, let it be with an open and questioning mind. Dissect, discuss, and then reassemble what you hear with your fellow students and myself. Accept nothing at face value. Rather, make the knowledge your own, or forget it completely. Anything in between will lead you down fool's alleys. Anyway, it's too early for a drink, so let's begin. I wish to start here at home in Tilea, with a short introduction to our land. The good, the bad, and the deleterious. I have absolutely no doubt that the history of our city is well known to each and every one of you, but there is life beyond our sea walls. We are but a single star in a constellation of city-states on this most hospitable peninsula that we call Tilea. The other cities are both our allies, yet our enemies. Our brothers, yet our rivals. The fertile lands we live in and the bountiful seas that lap our shores give us both much to fight for, but also much to fight over. However, in this crucible, progression, great wealth, high ideals, innovative ideas, and the thirst for exploration, and a thirst for life itself have been created in equal measure. Our land is the wellspring from which the concept of government by the people, for the people, sprung, and the hopes for universal civil liberty and freedom were enshrined in the constitutions of many a city-state. It has only been here in Tilea that the first true republics have arisen. We have freedom, and each one of us matter. Those who work hard get far. Apart from the rich merchant families who inherit a majority of their wealth. Anyway, compare that to the despotic, fractious empire in the far north. Or our neighbour, the ostentatious feudal monarchy of Bretonia, with its peacock lords and knights standing on the shoulders of a mass of unwashed serfs. Or turn your eyes to the devastated lands of our rival, Estalia, whose lack of freedom and true cultural backbone saw their backs broken by the Arabians. Indeed, it would have been the end of their entire culture had we not aided them. Anyway, I digress. It is not, however,
all-people power here in Tilea. Many cities do not possess a governing body like we have in our beneficent city fathers. I'm sorry, like we had, before they were either put to the sword or lashed to the yoke by our would-be king, Marco Broglio. Many Tilean cities are run by powerful castes of wealthy merchants, known by many as merchant princes, and it is these individuals that drive the internecine wars that hobble our land and serve no purpose other than to advance their petty and greedy ambitions. And this is the reason our cities are full of mercenaries and privateers. This, above all else, is the first thing a foreigner will think of when they hear the name Tilea. Take it from me, an immigrant and a traveller, both far and wide. The great truth of our country is that a bag of coin can buy you anything. And if you invest in the best warriors the old world can provide, then it'll pay dividends. These gold-hungry cutthroats are collectively known as dogs of war. Yes, it drips with meaning and imagery, doesn't it? But these parasites have shaped our history as much as the men who employ them. We need only look to yonder table to see this. The four men skulking in the far corner are the very ones who were tasked with the assassination of the Skaven Gracer, Cankerclaw Darkheart. And this act alone may have already diverted the course that the history of our city could have taken. As to whether this will be the good or ill remains to be seen. That aside, they are paying customers, and the knight has quite a thirst on him. Well, look at the time. I'd better get back to work. There, that is enough for today. Next time, bring your quills, ink, your parchment, and an open mind, as we dive into the deep history of our land, and I reveal for you the unbelievable beginnings of our world. One more thing. If you have any questions, please jot them down, and I will do my best to address them in the next session. Ciao for now.